Ah, Peter and Paul, they don't they fight each other again. I don't know how this one begin because this will come out for one interview. The rude boy come that narrate waiting can happen last year December. In talk say in brother Peter go work with EFCC to arrest him. Say in they use square money, in they embezzle square money. And so it be because that time I just say EFCC catch P square. I think say na another thing, but na your own blood brother, na him report am, na him go arrest am. The thing surprise am. He say he never know say he don't reach to this level. Peter and Paul. I don't know why this thing gonna happen behind their mother. Huh? People were supposed to be one company. They make their money jeje. Now they don't they fight each other. But according to Rudeboy said that because he allowed people to come close to him and start giving him bad advice, that in they say you are just a dancer and he's the singer, he's the main person. Take it over from him. You know, families, they know how to handle their business. If you are good at this, stay there. You know, say you be good dancer. Dance. Me, I dey write, I dey sing, I dey do am well. So I go play the video, you go hear from them. You go hear from him direct. He talk many things. He talk a lot. So we are still expecting Peter to come talk in own. Because now, you know, if you judge matter from one person voice. As he be now, people they think before, that when they have that issue before, say na rude boy with the wahala. But now he don't come talk this one. Say, in fans no say, see as it take happen. Saying brother, no be money the matter. Then they get issue inside the company. Oh yeah, may we play the video, may you listen. Oh yeah, what's that?
I was being accused of keep saying that he's the dancer, I'm the singer. I was accused of such. But I know whenever we go to airport or people see us together, they say, are you the singer or the dancer? I didn't know it was touching him. Mr. Ibu.
Yes.
5 months ago.
Yeah.
Now, do not forget I took care of Mr. Ibu for a long time. I'm sure you guys.
Yeah.
Nobody knew I was the one because I was hiding. I knew many, but very dark man. Everybody that came to the hospital that saw me sleeping in the hospital, I begged them not to tell the public. Do not let them know.
Yes,
internet.
So you don't do it. You do it yesterday. You don't do it today.
I know that there's this thing inside me. Is that about letting go, but so that you fans will just stop asking me questions.
Yeah. Your number one lifestyle station.
When I went solo, it took me like almost a year to think. I didn't decide the solo. He went solo first, but I didn't do anything. I was just, I was waiting. But a year later, that's when I decided, you know what, there's no need waiting. Let me just move. And I started bringing out songs. But from all the songs I was bringing out, I think Reason Wumi was just the height of it. It became like world anthem.
I can't forget.
You know that song?
I can't forget.
It broke up his square record, up his square song record. And like when I make record for apart from charts, numbers. You know? So I was like, finally, because you have to look at it and say, this is where I used to be before that. I'm soul is like, step back. One reason women came, shutting down stadiums again, countries to country, everything. So I think I'm the first person that's ever done that. But people say, Two-Face have done it, or this person have done it. Yeah, maybe they're their own time, but you see me, I stop on that. I try.
Do you feel like most times when people always tend to say, the first to do this in this, the first to do this in Ghana, the first to do this in Tanzania? I mean, because you have a huge following in the eastern part of Africa, right? And I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough the way it should be talked about. I mean, we know, but I feel like it needs to be talked about more by people, right? But I feel like maybe it's the period of social media, maybe the people over there in East Africa don't talk about it more, but we see videos, we see the reactions that they have when you perform on stage. We see how crazy they go when you perform on stage and everything. And when they say P Square, or when they say Rudeboy was part of the movement that changed how Afrobeat or Nigerian music was in different parts of Africa, is this something that you can beat your chest and say that yes, we or I was among the first people to ever do it?
I'd rather prefer people to say that
than you say
coming out from me.
You don't? Is it that you don't want to say so that it doesn't look like you are sounding a bit prideful or?
I don't. It's like you see someone like Michael Jackson telling you he was the one that first selling our stadium. He doesn't need to say it. You know, he's the one that people started touching and fainting. You know, why must you say it? Because the proofs are there. So I don't need to start saying. When I hear people, P Square are the ones. I say thank you, but me, it sounds somehow.
Yeah.
It's like bragging.
Yeah.
Why would I tell you? You know.
So the reason why we're saying this is because we had BN from Southeast Soul here a few weeks ago, and he talked about you. He said the first time that he met you was I've forgotten where he said it was. I don't know whether he said it was in Kenya. Then he was using the bathroom or the toilet, and you guys walked in, and he was like, oh shit. Like, it was like, oh man, like, yo, what's going on? I don't know if you can remember it, but he remembered it very well. He could play everything play by play.
I've been to Kenya more than 10 times. So
And he was like, he was so starstruck that he couldn't believe it, right?
You say Saudi Soul, right?
Saudi Soul,
the
BN from Saudi Soul, the bald guy, the tall guy,
one,
yes,
right?
yes. Like, when you like to the wear shirt like this.
Yeah, I know him. I know him.
He was like, he went crazy when he saw you and everything. I don't know if you can recollect the that particular.
I remember he has told me that before.
Yeah.
He has told me that, I think it was in Uganda. He has told me that if I can remember, I say. And when he told me, it was like that time he told me, he said something like maybe 7 years ago. I can't remember.
You can't remember, right?
Even I don't know how people even see me and start telling me, do you remember when you came to this place? I say, me, I can't even remember when I went to last year.
Yeah.
See, the showbiz is just too much going on.
Yeah.
So I can recall places I've been to this year, but if you tell me last year, unless the person around me be like, remember this show will go, now this place will go, this country that we went to, I can't remember.
And it was when he was talking about it, it was like, yo, the impact that you guys created over there those years ago.
Boy, everything
East Africa. He was like, yo, East Africa. These people eat your music like desserts, lunch, breakfast, and yo, it's amazing. But talk about the love that you have from East Africa, like, because you don't joke with them. I know that for sure,
bro. And let me tell you, see, East Africa, you know the kind of song they love, more like a reggae. That's one thing people don't know. So they love like someone that sounds like a bit reggae. That's why if you see like reggae legends, they're always in East Africa. Like Morgan Heritage, all those people, they still bring them. But you can hardly, Nigeria is not reggae, it's about East Africa. And the love for East Africa is that, see, they are very, very, if they love you,
they're passionate.
Bro, they don't just leave you, they'll stick with you till the end. So I'm talking about the Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, there's so many of them. Then talk about cities inside each country of them. East Africa, the love is too much. That's when we started. Do you see that time people were just fighting in the stadium?
Yeah.
It was East Africa. Yeah. It was Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, like that.
First, it doesn't they do the face for Nigeria. they just bring out food.
Our problem too much.
All right.
Nobody go fight for Nigeria.
Face for Nigeria.
Since we're on it, then let's just have that cover about the fate or future of P Square. What is it going to be? We thought after like the coming back together, it's going to be hits album and everything.
Yeah, well, that was the plan.
Yeah.
That was
so
the plan.
What happened? What's going
to
happen? Are we just going to see P Square at shows now?
As it is for me now, I'm just focused on Rudeboy for now. Trust me, it's not everything I would love to say. I've never spoken, but something has made me to start opening up, because especially the key element that keeps bringing this problem. So there are always key element that's bringing this problems. In the eyes of the public, they tell you he's the elder brother, he's doing this, he's doing that's what. So we came back now, he was not even in the picture at all. He's no manager, no director, nothing. He was still on his own. Why is it happening?
So you can say that there are a lot of things that people don't know that you just assume.
A lot. And that's why I always tell people, mind the people you bring close. Especially people that were never there when you were somewhere. Then all of a sudden they came. All of a sudden they now start telling you some things. Why are you allowing him do all the song? Why are you making them looking at you as a dancer? Call him the singer. You start getting into your head.
And it starts to grow.
And you start growing. Then you start acting somehow. So.
But can we say, just like she asked, are P Square good right now?
No.
They're not.
Well, I said before, I'll tell you I don't say anything about it, but something happened that I didn't begin to see that I need to start speaking up, because it got to a level where I can, like what I never expected happened to me, you know.
Like you don't want to go into details.
Not like I don't want to go into details. Like I
think
said,
the
I don't.
fans are just hungry and they're just like,
But,
you know.
see, that hunger, when they face the Nigerian hunger, they when they leave the music side. If you want, sometimes when I say things, they'll be like, why am I saying it as if I'm bragging? It's still the same thing you will hear. It's still the same voice you will hear. Nothing changes. I'm not saying it because I'm on to. Everybody, these are 3 brothers. I would say 4 brothers. One does the costume. 4 brothers. Everybody has their part they are playing.
So was it a money thing?
It's not money.
Okay, so what is it?
It's not money.
Nah, I just
It wasn't money.
It seems like
Okay.
from what you said, right? There is an issue with P Square, and it's not something
Bro,
happened.
let
And
me give you an example.
Yeah.
It's more like this is Coke. Okay, let's just assume this is a bottle of Coke. All right, you can continue changing whatever you're changing around it, but you see, there's a product inside.
So that's
So
branding.
let's say
then.
if there's cocoa, water, and sugar or whatever sangria that made this thing taste like this, and people love it and people stick on it. You can't wake up one and say, I want to start putting salt inside.
okay,
That's the situation that was happening. And then all of a sudden it became something of, you be the one doing all the music. Now you have to move. Let me be the one taking care of doing the music. And it became something like, you see, I was being accused of keep saying that he's the dancer, I'm the singer. I was accused of such. But I know whenever we go to airport or people see us together, they say, are you the singer or the dancer? I didn't know it was touching him. But I know there's a time we'll come together and say, don't allow this thing get into you. You should be proud of what you're doing.
We actually love the dynamic, to be honest. We love
because
it.
that's the part you're playing.
So
you know. So now, all of a sudden, I can guarantee you that maybe because you guys are media, we have a song that we did with Ti. You know the song?
bring it on. Oh yeah, I mean,
See?
wait, with Ti, what's it called? I keep forgetting the name of that song.
Ejajo.
Ejajo, yes,
Now,
yes.
That was when the issue started. Paul, you need to let me start. And the song came out featuring T.I. Till today, I believe it's like 15 years. It's still on 3 million views. Why? Because the content of that song, they did not hear that voice. They did not hear that kind of thing they want to hear. They have something to say. This is not peaceful. You know, as much as I see peaceful in the video, nothing. You see, like I said, it's bad friends that can bad people start telling you that, and you start want to prove. Okay, now the new P Square came back, and because I don't want the issue that used to happen before, I said, you know one thing, show yourself. Okay, bring yourself in. Let's do it together. This time, tell me what is it that you didn't like before. Okay, now you started singing. Okay, good. And just because I don't want us to lose that
Essence.
P Square touch. And I made it clear, if we're going to do anything like 10 songs, let 5 be coming from you, let 5 be coming from me.
Equal.
When I mean 5 coming, I don't need to be stressed about I'm doing a song, I'm writing a song. I don't want to be distracted by you changing the how it
The
goes.
sound
So
and everything.
let it remain. Because you can drop 10 track album, 3 can be the hit, and it's a successful album.
Yeah, true.
So I needed to protect it, but it wasn't working.
So do you feel like the being people?
But
feeling
that's
like,
why now, whenever
yeah.
I do the Rudeboy, everybody keeps saying, "But this thing they are hearing now," because I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But if I can't, the new P Square was more like, okay, there was peace, there was everything, but I needed the mistake of all that stuff not to happen. And all of a sudden, the same thing again, saying he's no more doing. Okay, fine, you're not doing. Okay, fine. Okay, that means what's going to happen now?
So
In fact,
basically,
the one I even had was, he told me in his face that in fact he wants to quit. I said, okay, can we make it public? No. What would that happen? When I go solo, they'll call me the bad person. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's why you're speaking out more now.
So now that's why I say I need to start speaking, because otherwise I just record
Assumptions will
music,
just
bro.
kill the whole
I have
thing, yeah.
thrown out something music just landing there. I don't know what to do with it. You understand?
Yeah.
So I need to start. I'm not saying anything to condemn anybody, but
Yeah.
I want to let. I think the fans need to start knowing,
Need
so
to.
that they do not feel as if
Yeah.
what is going on. There's nothing that's going
Is
on.
there a gang up against him or something like that?
You see,
Are they trying to
now-
marginalize him and stuff like that? Yeah.
Now this thing was happening like December last year.
Wow. Wow.
And what happened this year? I was invited by the EFCC. A repetition against me and my other brother. And I did not expect, I never thought it would come to this part. I thought it was just music thing. Then next thing, people are telling me, what did you do? Somebody say you're going to go to jail 20 years. They're going to lock you up. What did I do? Okay, I got there. Okay, what is it? They told me everything. They